and the threats emanating from terrorism.
When Russian President Vladimir Putin arrives in India on Monday for the 21st India-Russia Annual Summit, he along with Prime Minister Modi would be looking at ways to further the strategic partnership that exists between the two countries in a changing geopolitical scenario. Apart from the restricted one-on-one talks at the summit meet, there would also be one-on-one consultations between defense ministers and foreign ministers of the two countries. This would be followed by the first ever meeting of the India-Russia 2+2 dialogue led by the foreign and defense ministers of the two nations. The two sides are expected to hold intense engagements on issues ranging from ways to deepen bilateral cooperation in defense and military affairs, energy, agriculture, logistics, trade and connectivity to regional security concerns. Both in the summit meeting as well as in the inaugural 2+2 defense and foreign ministerial talks, the two sides are expected to focus on the situation in Afghanistan and threats arising out of terrorism.
They will begin with the Raksha Mantri and his Russian counterpart, His Excellency Sergei Shoigu, co-chairing what is known as the Intergovernmental Commission, while External Affairs Minister will have a bilateral meeting with his counterpart, Russian Foreign Minister, His Excellency Mr. Sergei Lavrov. In the afternoon, the 21st India-Russia Annual Summit will be held, and we look forward to welcoming President Putin to New Delhi for this summit.
Several agreements to deepen cooperation in defense, trade, space, technology, energy and culture are expected to be inked during the summit. The two sides are expected to review their military technical cooperation agreement for 2021-2031. A key pact that could be signed is the reciprocal exchange of logistics agreement, which will allow militaries of two nations to access logistics and support facilities at each other's bases.
It would be a very comprehensive paper, a very comprehensive document, covering all dimensions of our ties, beginning with the united global issues, global affairs and United Nations, revived commitment to its central position in modern world. Then would come multiple regional issues, naturally Afghanistan included, as a source of our common concern, and then much space would be devoted to bilateral ties.
The last India-Russia Annual Summit was held in September 2019 during the visit of Prime Minister Modi to Vladivostok. The annual summit could not take place last year due to COVID-19 pandemic. So far, 20 annual summit meetings have taken place alternatively in India and Russia. Under the Russia-India Intergovernmental Commission mechanism, at least 15 groups focused on economic cooperation between India and Russia have met virtually over the past 2 years, and the two sides have increased the target for the two-way investments to $50 billion by 2025, as the earlier target of $30 billion had been achieved in 2018. India is also focusing on trade and investment opportunities in Russia's Far East, including in coal and diamonds, and meeting manpower needs. As part of these efforts, 11 governors from the Far East provinces of Russia have been invited to Vibrant Gujarat meeting of 2022. Amritpal Singh, DD India.
And that brings us to the issue in focus.